leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat to the blood, you can see it in my eye.
All right, family. New setup for tonight. I need y'all to let me know the background music, if the volume is okay, or if I need to turn it down. Because it's not until I watch the replay that I can actually hear how the volume is, with me talking. So if it is okay, please put a Y in the chat. If it's too loud for you or like you having trouble hearing me speak, please put a 2 and I will adjust it before we get started. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody on Rumble. Let's get ready to rumble. And we're going to be doing part 2 of the PIZZAGATE, Jaguar Diddy and Jay-Z PIZZAGATE Watch Party Part 2. Okay? So, thank you to everybody. We are multi-streaming on every platform tonight. Instagram. Did it stop or did it not? Hold on. Make sure. Okay, it's looping. It just took a minute. Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. So, again, multi-streaming. And let me check the comments real quick, because I know since I'm trying again with StreamYard just because it is easier. Hold on. Okay, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? All of a sudden, you started playing shit. I guess I should have put it on mute. So yeah, y'all let me know how it is. Riri, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that's on Rumble. I see Riri is logged in on the Rumble. Good to see you, my love. And for those that are tuning in on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or Twitch, y'all make sure to log in on Rumble, click the link, and hit follow. That way, again, because when we start watching the documentary, I am going to disconnect YouTube. So everybody that's tuning in on the tube, y'all need to get over to Rumble. Y'all know I'm going to talk a little bit, but then we're going to get into the documentary because of the time. I had some other things come up this evening, and then right when I was getting ready to start, I had to go use the bathroom because of the damn water I've been drinking. So we should be good to go. Y'all make sure to hit that like button on the way in. Be sure to hit the like on the way in on all platforms. Do hit the like button. My good brother, look, can we take a moment and can we recognize that our good brother King Lone Wolf graduated, family? Can we? I wish I had a round of applause sound effect. I'm gonna have to download one. I'm so proud of you. I am so fucking proud of you. For you to have made such a huge accomplishment after going through all the things you've gone through with your family, being trans, being the outcast, your dad being the one that loved you unconditionally, him taking his rest, and you still pushing the fuck forward in his memory and graduating is a very beautiful thing. So family, can y'all show some love in the chat on all platforms to our good brother, Cody, aka King Lone Wolf, Chief Lone Wolf, okay? And Cody, we will be getting to, because I have some divine messages from your ancestors, so I will hit you up offline. We're going to get your stuff scheduled. But let's give a good congratulations, y'all. That is huge. Like, when my dad died, I don't think I could have focused enough to have gone to graduation. I did try, but I didn't make it to graduation. So I am so proud of him. Like, I hate that I didn't have the resources to actually fly out, but trust me when I say my energy, my love and heart is with you. And y'all go check out the post on my YouTube channel as well and go check out his graduation. But congratulations to you, Cody. Neptune Pisces in the building, my other good brother. Shout out to Neptune Pisces for living in his truth and coming out during this being Pride Month. As y'all can see, I updated the background on the YouTube as well as on the multi-stream tonight. This is a platform that supports the LGBTQIA community because I am openly bisexual. So we do not, let me just, before we even get started, let's set some ground rules because I know there be new people that be tuning in, especially when I be on the third party app with my avatars, okay? I don't tolerate homophobia and I don't tolerate transphobia on this channel for the new viewers. Because I had a few people that weren't subscribers that was in the chat like, oh, are you Pride? Yes, motherfucker, we are Pride, okay? We, the DzPeepz. We celebrate, okay? This is our month, okay? So y'all make sure that you don't come into the chat with that homophobic, transphobic talk, because you shall be banned immediately, just so you know. But shout out to our good brother for living in his truth. I'm so happy for you, Neptune. So happy for you. Esra, I'm not sure which YouTube subscriber you are, but thank you for tuning in from Rumble. SY Roya 228, thank you so much for tuning in. And one more again for those in the bike. If you are not signed up on Rumble, you won't be able to participate when we get ready to rumble. Okay, when we get ready to watch the watch party. So again, click the link in the chat and sign up now. Okay. All right, Patty Munn, good to see you, my good sis. Much love to you. Okay, Cody said volume's okay. Miss William is on Rumble. Okay, see, look at all the Rumble family in the building. That's what's up. Love to see it. Thank you, my good brother. Thank you. Look, Neptune on both. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Yes, I love to see the congratulations. Look at all the love. This is why we love each other here. Can I just take a moment to give a shout out to my DCs? I know the channel's growing, but I love that we are the size we are because the love that we exchange in the chat is something you really don't see on a lot of other platforms. This is why I love my DzPeepz, because we truly do support and love each other, and I love to see it. So yes, Cody said, oh, thank you, fam. I love that I earned. And for getting the opportunity to get close to you, I will always appreciate you. And you know, we locked in. So like I said, I hated that I couldn't physically be there. Lord knows if I could have, I would have been there. I would have been screaming like I did at my mom's graduation. You go, Cody! I'm really, really proud of you. I really am. I mean, you have accomplished things that people, just for those who don't understand, who have never lost a parent, losing a parent is one of the most painful things in the world. And I know when I lost my dad, I became an alcoholic. I was still doing my schoolwork. I really channeled into that because that was our connection. But I became an alcoholic and I ran out of financial aid. I was 5 classes short of graduation. And the school I was going to was very expensive and I could no longer afford it. So I didn't actually get to graduate. And to see Cody push through the bullshit. Plus, y'all don't understand, I will have Cody come back before the month is over to kind of share more details of what it is physically like to go through the transition, the way it affects your hormones, emotions. Again, for him to not only graduate, but family, you graduated living in your truth, which is what your father wanted. You understand what I'm saying? Your dad loved you unconditionally. Loved you despite the fuck shit with the other relatives. You pushed through all of that. And you still graduated? That shit brings me happy tears, bro. For real. I'm so damn proud of you. And I know your dad is proud because I feel his energy even right now. I know that Chief Lone Wolf, your great grandfather, is very proud. Your ancestors are proud of you living in your truth, family. They said you're the trendsetter. You are the new leader. You are the new leader of the pack, okay? So we are proud of you. I am proud of you. You should be proud. And you just keep going. Because, like I said, when we get Forever Freedom up and popping and I get these buildings put up and get staffed, you're going to be the #1 psychiatrist there. And I'm supporting you all the way. So, again, congratulations to you, fam. I'm so proud of you. All right, we got Miss Williams, Patty. Cody said, I tried to get on to Rumble, but current live. That's weird. It's not showing up. Okay, let me see. Miss Williams, I'm so sorry to hear that, my love. When did you lose your mom? Was this recently? Either way, I'm sending you prayers. Prayers of healing and love and comfort and peace. Because yeah, losing a parent is not an easy thing to go through. And we all got to go through it at some point. They're not going to live forever. I intentionally didn't do a live on Sunday because Sunday was really difficult with my dad and my uncle that raised me being gone. Okay, got it. Good. Glad to see you got locked in. Yeah, see, and that pain don't go away, Miss Williams. So I'm sending you love right now, positive energy, comfort, peace, and healing, because those are all the energies you need. Trust me when you're going through it. Oh, believe me, that's why Sunday was hard for me. Because like you just as a child have an instinct to pick up the phone and call your parent on either Father's or Mother's Day. And the realization, oh, wait a minute. They're not there, they're not going to pick up. And my Uncle James that raised me in my father's absence, he died from COVID during the pandemic, November of 2020. And my dad and my mom divorced when I was 5. So again, like my uncle was the father I didn't really have. And he was honorable, very honorable. In fact, the only pastor I've ever known to actually be honorable and not a piece of shit. So shout out to my father, my Uncle James. I miss you both dearly. Sunday was honestly too painful for me to even try to. I was going to do a tribute, but I was just honestly in a funk. So I definitely want to take this moment to acknowledge my father, who I inherited all of my technical skills from. And the techie side to me with the coding and the JavaScript programming, and all the editing, all of the nerd shit that I love to do, got it from my father. My love and desire to help people, genuinely, that's my Uncle James. He rescued so many children who were being abused in the foster system. He always had foster kids and he never abused them. He really did help all of them to rehabilitate. And again, he was married to my aunt for 57 years before he died. They both got COVID. He got pneumonia. They were both diabetic. She recovered. He got worse. He started to recover and then he just declined. And my uncle and my dad both are very tall. Like my dad was 6'4", my uncle I think was 6'3". And he was, this big, husky, lovable giant who also served in the military. He was a veteran. And he was loyal and faithful to my aunt their entire marriage, treated her like a queen, put her up on a pedestal, took care of their children, adopted my cousin, who's like my brother, and then took all of us in when my grandmother died because my mom mentally just couldn't deal with living without my grandma because they were very close. And then he took in several foster children. And the majority of them, they were survivors of sexual abuse and or sex trafficking. So I want you guys to know why I take this Diddy shit and this PIZZAGATE stuff so serious, because I've known children in real life that I grew up in the house with that went through this. And mind you, yes, one of those females did molest me from the ages of 8 to 11. But again, as a child, I didn't know what she had been through. I didn't know that she had been raped over and over by her previous foster fathers before she got to my uncle. And when we watched part 1 of the documentary, being an empath, clairvoyant, psychic, seeing, feeling, and hearing all those people's pain was so overwhelming. Just the adults that were the children that were trafficked and sexually abused, that pain that never goes away. I understand that all too well. So for me, I'm speaking into existence forever freedom. I want to follow in my uncle's footsteps to really help people rehabilitate and heal and have a safe place to come where they won't be tracked, they won't be found. It'll be highly secured, and I'm only going to hire people who are survivors who have healed, because you can't really hire people to help others heal when they've never gone through that experience. But you also can't hire people who have been sexually abused, who have not healed, because those are the ones that go on to become the very predators that hurt them. So I'm speaking into existence forever freedom. I'm speaking into existence divine healing for all of us, every one of us that watches this live, whether you are a current subscriber, a new subscriber, or just a viewer. I need you to know that my show, this platform, is indeed a very safe place for you. You will not be judged. You will not be ridiculed. If anyone disrespects you, I will block them and ban them immediately. And before we watch the documentary, I am going to pray, and I'm going to pray before I end the live. Because some of what these people share is very deep, and it can be triggering. So I want to put that out there. Trigger warning. The documentary is about sex trafficking and sexual rituals, as well as the satanic sexual rituals. So if it becomes too much for you emotionally, I completely understand that. I'm bringing up the calendar as I'm speaking. And, if you need to step away and catch the replay, that's okay. No bars. But I really believe that the way to stop all of this is to expose it. So the more we expose it, the less it's going to happen. It's the sweeping it under the rug that family members have done that have allowed it to continue. And it does get passed down from generation to generation, again, when people don't choose healing. So to all of my loved ones, especially those who have also endured and survived sexual abuse, I pray that you watch these lives and that you find the courage to come forward and speak your truth. Because people, that's the only way we're going to stop it. Trying to suppress it, trying to forget it, let me tell you something, it doesn't work. But getting with a licensed professional life coach, joining support groups where you can talk to other people who have been through what you've been through. Like, these are all things I've actually done and still do at times when I really need the support. So I'm big on getting help. Now, I know when I present BetterHelp.com, it's comical, but I'm so serious when I say that. And you will reach us on YouTube. Y'all definitely need it. So, speaking of, let's get right into it. Let me take a look at the comments real quick. Yeah, I definitely understand, Ms. Williams. Like I said, I'm sending love to everybody in the chat who's lost a parent, whether it's a mother or a father. Cody said Sunday was tough. I went to call him and had to stop myself, and it hit me that this is the first Father's Day I wasn't able to call and send a card. Oh, trust me. Trust me, family. When I tell you I feel you as an empath, I literally mean that. That pain, like, because it's normal to us to like pick up the phone and call, and it's like, wait a minute, fuck. He's not going to answer. And then, like you said, the pain of the grief hits, and you have to let it out. One thing I'll tell you is don't suppress your grief. Don't dwell in grief. If I learned anything, because that's how come I became an alcoholic. I didn't know how to pull myself out of that dark place. It took me months, really the first year, to be honest. When I lost the baby, I didn't know I was carrying. That's what made me stop drinking. But my dad died April 11th, 2017, and I lost my fifth baby December 4th, 2017, and I didn't know I was pregnant. And I felt that it was my fault that I had the miscarriage because I did not know that I was pregnant, and I was drinking heavily every day, like bottles daily, trying to cope, trying to numb the pain. And all it did was make it worse. And so it took me losing that child for me to look in the mirror and be like, this is not who dad would want you to become. And it really, you do go through postpartum when you have miscarriages, but I really carried that guilt that it was my fault. And it took me doing grief counseling and joining support groups of other women who had lost a child and a parent in the same year to realize it wasn't my fault. But that was like the worst year of my life, other than when Elissa died in 2014. So it doesn't matter if it's been a few months, a year, 3, 4, 5 years, 7, 10. My mom lost my grandma when I was 8 years old. She cries to this day about grandma. So don't let anybody tell you how to grieve, how long to grieve. And only people who are despicable make fun of or condemn others' grief. By the way, fuck you, Official King Pain. I meant to say that a long time ago when you did that bullshit live. I got taken down. Come on, she's still crying over her dad. You know what? You're going to know what that pain feels like when you lose your mother. That's when you're going to know. And there's no time limit on grief. I can't stand people like that sit up and judge who have never gone through what you've been through. Because from what I've researched about you, you don't have a healthy relationship with your father. I don't even think you actually have a relationship with your father. So of course you can't understand the pain of a person losing a father and then having to relive that pain every time that father's birthday comes up, every time Father's Day comes around. So I don't tolerate people trying to tell me how I should feel about my father when you have yet to experience it. But trust me when I say you about to fuck around and find out how that shit feels. See, the thing that you never want to do is fuck with spiritualists who actually are real spiritualists. We see everything. And a lot of times I don't even warn people about what I see. I just sit back and watch it manifest. The very people that judge others for grieving or how they grieve or how long they grieve are going to be the same people who are going to know emphatically how that feels. And you're going to wish you had someone there that understood. And guess what? You're not. You're going to go through that shit by yourself. And let's see how strong you are when it's you dealing with grieving the loss of a parent. How about that? Since dumb motherfuckers want to have their name in my mouth that look like a whole entire primate, you really should shut the fuck up. Literally looking like a damn primate. Exactly. Thank you. let's continue to do that. And I receive that. We are speaking forever freedom into existence. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely whenever you get a chance, man. Because I know the first one was kind of long. But I had to say that because it's the people who could never go through what you've been through that be the main ones talking shit, but they could never. Like, I think about these bitch ass niggas on YouTube, these real rejects of YouTube, who haven't been through an eighth of the shit I've been through in life. Losing 5 babies alone is enough to make you lose your fucking mind. Surviving thyroid cancer twice. Surviving back to back losses. Alyssa, the only person on this planet that understood me 1000%, who walked through my life with me since I was 5 years old, passed away. Technically, it was August 30th, but they pronounced her September 1st, 2014. Right after that, my nephew-in-law, I just call him my nephew, he got gunned down on the south side of Omaha. Then my aunt, my mom's only sister, died from colon cancer, which is what relatives are concerned I may be dealing with. And even, like I said, even when I get my biopsies done, I'm not claiming that shit. Then it was like, damn, after her, then my father died. And then after him, my uncle died. And then after my uncle, Aunt Leela, Alyssa's aunt, who was literally an aunt to me, she died. I'm like, God damn. All these people back to back. And before that, it was my grandparents. So, you know, going through back to back deaths of people who were my pillars. My dad was one of my pillars. My uncle was my pillar. And Alyssa was my number one armor bearer. My one and only true soul sister. Both empaths, both clairvoyant, both psychics. We used to astral project into each other's dreams all the time. She was the only person that I could like really share my real spiritual gifts with because we were born with the same gifts. And I feel like we were sisters in a past life, just this time we were born to different parents. And to be going through this medical journey without her definitely has triggered grief and depression, especially on Sunday, because it's like, damn, I can't call none of them. So guess what? I got to deal with this grief by myself. So what I did was I prayed and meditated. And I edited. And I did everything I could to just allow myself to feel whatever came up. Because suppression is the worst enemy of healing. And hey, my heart and soul hurts. I tend to shut down and just go within. But the thing I thank the Most High God and my ancestors for is growth, because I have no desire to drink. And that is a huge blessing, considering that I was an alcoholic during the time my dad actually died. That's also why I'm so proud of Cody, because you could have plummeted and gone the opposite direction, but no, you persevered and you fucking walked across that stage, in pain or not, family. So definitely be proud of yourself, because I'm very proud of you. And to trolls and people speaking negative, fuck all of them, straight up. Stop giving these dumbasses energy. They're not worth it. They are literally non-motherfucking factors. We don't even, all that extra bullshit, we don't even give energy to. Now, let's go ahead and get started. 1 second. There we go. Shout out to the 725 signatures. Thank you, family, so much to all who have signed the petition. Let me drop it back in the chat real quick. Oh, they in here in Rumble. Okay, that's what's up, family. Good to see y'all. I'm seeing more people's happening on Rumble. That's what's up. That is what's up. Okay, let me drop this link. I'm gonna drop it in the chat on YouTube. There we go. And I'm gonna drop it in the chat on Rumble. Y'all bear with me for a minute on both platforms. Okay, so there it goes. So family, thank you again to all who have signed my Stop YouTube Global Cyberbullying Gang Stalking. I want to do a quick fuck you to YouTube. Because I'm getting real tired of making reports to y'all and y'all don't do shit. Like, for real. It's getting old. And I told them, I said, look, if these things that I've reported aren't taken care of, y'all do realize that you will be sued. Because I have records of everything. The fact that they allowed Official Queen Primate and Danny Robertson to commit identity theft, which are felonies in every state. And while I was able to get the video removed, it's the fact that they continue to allow cyberbullying and gang stalking. So this petition is very important. The 750 was the first milestone. Now we want to get to 20,000 because this petition will be used in litigation. YouTube and Google will be held accountable for every content creator that you have allowed to cyberbully, gang stalk, slander, defame, as well as impersonate me on YouTube, as well as doxing identity information, which that stupid dumbass motherfucker, both y'all dumb motherfuckers, Official King Primate and Danny Robertson, y'all was stupid as hell for even doing that shit. Like, literally. There was nothing wise about doing that. Because now you both are facing criminal charges. Multiple. So I want people to fully understand. Not only was it stupid of you to do that spiritually, it was stupid of y'all to do that legally. Like, that whole entire live was defamation and slander and identity theft, felonies. So it's a matter of time. But mark my words when I say both you stupid motherfuckers is going to jail, okay, for doing the dumb shit. And everything is documented, including the actions YouTube did take and the actions they did not take. That's also why I'm moving over to Rumble, because quite honestly, I'm sick of YouTube as a platform. I really am. I'm over it. Rumble, like, none of this bullshit happens on Rumble. You just present your information and go from there. So again, shout out to all of the people who have signed and shared the petition. Now, again, for those who have asked how to share it, when you scroll to the bottom, you will see the QR code you can scan. You will also see where you can share to Facebook, WhatsApp, X, formerly known as Twitter. Copy the link, and you can send via email. So shout out to that. For all the real rejects of YouTube, including the geriatric rejects of YouTube, y'all know we about to have a good roast, a good old roast this week. Because there's so many people that need to be roasted one day, especially you geriatrics of YouTube. Andrew, good to see you, my good brother. Thank you for tuning in. Andrew, if you have not signed up, please go over to Rumble right now, sign up, because I will be ending the stream to YouTube once we start watching part 2 of the PIZZAGATE documentary. But, oh, that's what's up. It's showing up on Twitch too. Okay. For all the real rejects, I need you to visit BetterHelp. BetterHelp.com. That is your friend. Click the link. Oh, little thing. Go on and click on advice. Oh, I love how they are celebrating Pride Month. That's what I'm talking about. And let me just stop for a minute. I love that you can choose an LGBTQ affirming therapist. All of you homophobes, y'all need to get with one of them. There's so many you homophobic, transphobic, down low ass. You know, can we speak on the down low homophobes for a minute? It's a lot of y'all on YouTube, male and female. Like, for real. Just accept your sexuality and come on out that closet, that very transparent glass closet that you think you're hiding in, and live in your truth. Okay? Live in your truth. Now, for those, again, who are dealing with grief, I highly recommend grief counseling. I did grief counseling with Elissa. I did grief counseling with my dad, with my aunt, my uncle. Everybody I lost, grief counseling is what got me through. And joining the support groups, because some people might want one-on-one sessions. Some people may not. They may not feel comfortable opening up to a therapist. So for those who may not feel comfortable opening up to a therapist or a life coach, which I ain't gonna lie, all it's gonna do is help you. But until you're comfortable with that, I highly recommend joining support groups. There are free support groups on Instagram, on Facebook. I'm not on Twitter like that. To be honest, I don't think I've been on. Yeah, I haven't been on Twitter ever since Elon started charging for it. That was when I just drew the line. Like, I don't even like this fucking app. I'm definitely not finna pay for it. But you can join free support groups. I joined several. There were several that were titled like adult children who lost a parent, or adult children who lost a father, and the shock and the abandonment. It takes you back to your childhood, and it can either help you to do some shadow work on healing your childhood trauma, or it can take you down the road of denial as a coping mechanism, which is not, or a road of, being an alcoholic, drug addict, or sex addict, just toxic. And here's my thing I learned. Can't really judge people for how they grieve, because you don't know what that person's feeling. Now, me as an empath, I do feel feelings. But even with that, I'm still not the physical person going through it. I know what I felt when my dad died. I felt like I wanted to die. Same as when Elissa died. How do I live without you? It's something you make a conscious decision to do, is healing. But some people do need help coping. Grief counseling is an amazing option. Please consider it and just give it a try, and just have an open mind. A lot of people I've talked to, like, well, what if they judge me? They're counselors. They're not going to judge you. They're there to help guide you through what you're going through. And like I teach you guys, grow through what you're going through. So yeah, definitely grief counseling is a good one. Now, for all the real rejects of YouTube, for all the delusional motherfuckers, you will find yourself under the category of psychosis. Because all of y'all then definitely lost touch with reality, thinking that it was ever wise to come against me. And then number two, y'all be creating false realities and believing the lies you tell, which that's a sign of psychopathy as well as sociopathic behavior. When you fabricate something that you know isn't true, and you run with that fabrication and really try to act like what you made up is the truth, baby, if you didn't know that that's considered strong delusions, it is. Okay? And again, an individual may be unsure of what is and isn't real when in a psychotic state. When you experience psychosis, you may experience visual or auditory hallucinations, which maybe that's why some of y'all just be making up shit that never happened, because maybe in your mind, in your world, it did, but to the rest of us, it didn't. Delusions, false beliefs, or paranoia. Paranoia, every time I see that, Jaguar sticks out to me. Everybody's always against her. Somebody's always after her. They're trying to do this. They're trying to do that. Nah, baby, that's them demons on you. For when you pledged to Baphomet and did your blood oath years ago. As far as I'm concerned, they is you. So I think it might help you to seek out a therapist to help you understand, really to help show you when you are behaving as if a person in a psychotic state. See, unfortunately, people who go through this type of stuff, they don't recognize their behavior as psychosis, because to them, that behavior is normal. To just make up shit that you know ain't fucking true. And for you to believe this shit you made up and be telling people that, like I said, you done did it, Official King Primate done did it, Big Old Bitty Zite Two Titties did it, No Nuts done did it, Mr. or Ms. Danny Robertson, whatever your gender is, I mean, hell, Magia, all these people just making up shit, including all the damn trolls, all the liars who knew they participated in scamming people through fundraisers. You know, just all this crazy shit. And what's ironic about all of it is that all the people who created lies, defamation, slander, false narratives, and the people who participated, have you guys not noticed that you ain't broke me yet? All you've done is empowered me to go that much harder. Because again, anytime there's groups of people coming against one person, it's because of how powerful that one person is. And clearly my platform and the words that I speak are very, very powerful. Because if it wasn't, people wouldn't be trying so hard to come against my channel and trying to take it down. So, you know, good luck with that. It's never going to work. And do understand that any energy that rises up against me shall fall immediately and be destroyed. And that chaos and confusion will come about your lives, and death and hell will follow your own evil intentions back to you. You will never succeed in coming against me. You will only bring about your own spiritual demise. It's literally like taking a bat to your own head and fucking yourself up. So, you know, good luck with that. But like I said, hit the like. Oh, little think tank, because y'all sure as shit need to. RJ, good to see you, family. Good to see you. It's been a minute. RJ, if you are not on Rumble, I'm gonna need you to get on Rumble, family. Because that's where we're gonna be doing the watch party. I'm just speaking a few words before I end the live stream on YouTube. Because once we start watching the documentary, I will not be streaming to YouTube. We will end that stream. So I just posted in the YouTube chat the link for those who are not on Rumble. I'm gonna need you to go on and get over there, get signed up, click my link, and hit follow and subscribe. But yeah, Real Rejects to YouTube, especially you geriatric Real Rejects. You know, this roast is gonna be epic. I'm gonna leave it at that. I got video content and footage, and we gonna laugh our motherfucking asses off. Okay, that will probably be tomorrow. Now, thank you to everybody who has recently liked and subscribed to the channel. YouTube sent me an email a few hours ago. They have this new community area. So I did make a post about that. And again, happy Pride Month to all of the rainbow community. So yeah, oh, here's a link. So for those who don't know, go under my post page on YouTube. This is the link to Cody's graduation. So y'all can go and watch that. But shout out to everybody who was watching from every platform. Shout out to my editing skills and my recent shorts. Shout out to Little Flip and Corey with the Key. Shout out to Up Above Entertainment. Really had an amazing time on Saturday going to the casting call for the video that they're going to be doing. And it was so funny. I haven't walked a runway in so many years. And I'm already 5'9" without heels. I wore my wedge heels. So I'm like a good damn near 6 feet tall. And the way everybody stared when I walked in made me nervous. And it's like, okay, well, you are super tall and you have an afro. And I was so nervous about doing the runway because I haven't done it in so many years. And I just got up there. And I had an episode that morning, so I got there later, just like within an hour. It's like my stomach always triggers daily, but it definitely triggers when I'm trying to go participate in events. And the blessing in all of it is that I did get there before it was, time for it to be over. And by the time I went up, all the other people pretty much had already, came and did their thing and left. And the feedback I received was surprisingly extremely positive and uplifting, because they asked if you had any other skill set besides, modeling. And I was like, well, yeah, I sing, I'm a songwriter, musician, artist. And then I told them about my multimedia production and editing and content creating and digital marketing skill set. And I met, and this is no disrespect, please don't take this the wrong way, but I truly believe in uplifting our own melanin community. So to me, a melanin CEO that owns his own global company to give me the positive feedback, he was like, you can really sing. He said, but I felt like you were holding back. I said, well, I was a little bit nervous because I've been congested and fighting off this allergy sinus cold. And I had an episode, and I ain't going to hold y'all. I was in pain the whole time I was there. It was hurting, like for real. It really did hurt even to say. But I still walked in there with strength. And so when I told him, because, afterwards they were like, how come you got here at the time you did? And I told them why. And they were like, oh, wow, like you didn't even look like, what you're telling us. Well, I'm not going to walk around, y'all, woe is me. But it just amazed me to get that encouragement. Like, okay, I'm walking in not feeling as confident because the mental aspect of going through this medical journey is not easy. And I was frustrated with my body, like, cooperate, and I'm commanding my body to line up and to act right. And because I know I need medical treatment. But regardless, like, his feedback was positive. The other females that he was part of the judging panel, the other women, they were very nice, very welcoming. The one lady, she was like, you got like this soulful voice. She's like, I wanted to hear more of it, but because I was congested, I sang Say Yes by Flowetry. It's one of my favorite songs. I always do at karaoke and just in general. And she was like, that makes me want to go get a playlist full of soulful music. So like, I wasn't expecting that. I really wasn't. And I think it's just because I am my own worst critic. But it really uplifted me when I was showing them like the videos I've done, my Instagram pages, my YouTube channel, and to get feedback that they were like really amazed. And he was like, yeah, we definitely would have use for you at my corporation. He's like, you need to get your passport because they travel internationally. And then meeting the head of the media department, Alejandro, at Up Above Entertainment, shout out to him. They gave me a tour, him and Aldo, dope ass producer, on-site producer. I mean, everybody was just dope. It felt like very much, I could tell that they were like family to each other. And the reason I support Little Flip so much, like I told them, you know, because they asked me how I heard about the agency. I said, well, you know, from Flip, like I've met him and, you know, like I know him or whatever. And first time he performed, he talks about God not selling his soul. Every time he performs, he talks about God and not selling his soul. A lot of artists don't do that, especially rappers. And so I was like, that alone stood out to me. That's why you guys will see me support him a lot on my platforms, because more artists need to be recognized for that. Because most artists are with the satanic shit, you know, they're with the sacrificing and blood sacrifice, and nah, he always like references God. So of course that makes me want to collaborate and to support the label and his brands. And then, you know, the Loud Music family. Shout out to Derek McKinney, CEO of Loud Music. That's actually how I met Flip, was during a performance he did with Cody Blake. Shout out to Cody Blake. Shout out to Tim Ned, best producer I've met in Houston. Shout out to Skyra Bliss and all the other artists, all the other Loud family. It's just been an amazing circle of events, I'll say that. And Saturday inspired me to keep going, no matter what challenges my body is putting me through. This is a temporary part of my journey and my great testimony. When the dreams do finally manifest, when I really am living the life of my dreams and I'm getting paid to do what I love to do, and I'm able to have freedom still and travel, I'm able to get biopsies done, I'm able to get tumors removed, I'm able to live a healthy life, a good life, while also still accomplishing my goals against all odds. See, me becoming successful is personal. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It's for me to prove to myself that I persevered through all this bullshit, through people trying to shut me down, people lying, betraying, slander, defame, doing spell work, spiritual work, trying to come for me, trying to come for platforms, coming for my health, coming for my miscarriages, coming for my fit, just all this bullshit. And I still achieve my fucking goals and my dreams. This is for me. This is personal. It's not for nobody but me. So when I got, you know, done speaking with all these different people, and I had a chance to sit down and speak with the producer Aldo, and tell him, you know, about where I'm from, being from the home of Malcolm X, and my grandmother picking cotton for a living, my mother's mother, my maternal grandmother, my uncle and mom's mom picked cotton for a living with my uncle, who, again, my uncle grew up and became a military vet and a pastor. For them to have paved the way for me to have the freedom I have today, for all of my ancestors, even before my grandmother, the ones who were lynched, the ones who were tarred and feathered, the ones who swung in trees. This is for us, you know, like this is for what they went through. And it's to break every generational curse before my children are born, so they can see what mommy persevered through to become the powerful woman she is. And that is what keeps me going, are the glimpses of my future. You know, my baby, my husband, us traveling together, us performing together, and just really working together, just being together. Those are things that inspire me. So I want to give a shout out to all of them. Dexter, that's his name, I believe. No, or is it called Dexterity. Hold up, I don't want to chop up the name. I believe his name was Brent. I think the company is called Dexterity. Let me see. Because again, I hate when I butcher the name. Especially one as important, because meeting these people, you would never know that they own these global companies. Yeah, Dexterity Talent, that's what it's called. Dexterity Talent. It was really amazing getting a chance to speak with him. And he had me laughing. He said, okay, he's like, I get it. You were sick. He said, but you know how them women used to do in the church back in the day when they would get up and clear their throat and say, bear with me. And I just started busting out laughing. I said, well, I didn't know if I could do that here. You know, he said, but regardless, you got it. He's like, you have it. And he's like, you have these different talents. And because I'm so used to having that ADHD energy, I just don't be seeing it that way. You know, Scorpios, we're always striving to achieve better. So it's like, the way other people see me, I didn't see myself that way until getting that consistent feedback, and from the ladies as well, you know, their energy. I just want to thank everybody at Up Above Entertainment for your encouragement. The tour was dope. That's the content I'm still editing because I captured quite a bit of it. And I'm going to be posting multiple reels. The Mario with all the artwork, dope as shit. Seeing the actual studio where music is created, dope as shit. Seeing the different musical rooms and different studio rooms. The green screen studio, they have multiple sets that can be rented. So that's the next step for Just D Show, is to have a set. So, you know, these are things that it amazed me during the tour. It's like, these are all things I prayed for. And some of this I had a premonition of, but at the time I didn't understand it. Now I fully understand it. So I just want you all to be encouraged that no matter what you might be going through, keep going. If you got goals and dreams, tune out the bullshit, tune out naysayers, tune out haters, tune out negative motherfuckers, tune out real rejects. Ain't nobody got time for that. If you are actually pursuing your goals, you do not have time to sit on YouTube trolling other people, Jaguar, right? And the rest of y'all real rejects that constantly do that shit on my channel and others. If you're and you especially, because you're an artist. For the life of me, I don't understand why the fuck. Well, actually, I do know why, because you done burned every goddamn bridge in the industry. You need to focus on your music. For real. You will get a lot further if you focus on your music. And no, I'm not finna let up on my investigation of any of y'all. As far as I'm concerned, everybody in the industry who turned out to be two-faced, every last one of y'all are being investigated. You, Stone Paxton, all of y'all. Everybody who came in with nefarious motives, I'm investigating all of you. No one's off limits. Especially when there are things that have been said and even proven about some of y'all's alleged involvement in these, not just the Diddy freak-offs, but in the alleged satanic sexual rituals. I think that's the real reason some of y'all decided to try to come for my channel, because you're afraid of what's about to get exposed about you. If God exposes something about you, it's because that's something that needs to be exposed. And any of y'all that have participated in the trafficking of minors and satanic sexual rituals, all of y'all are going to get exposed. No matter how fake you are, it's going to happen. Oh, baby, you're going to have to catch a replay on my previous live, child, because I forgot you ain't been around. Yeah, you done missed a whole lot. Stone basically turned out to be exactly like Jaguar. Full of shit. sitting there allowing people on his platform to constantly disrespect me in his chat and not doing a damn thing about it. And when I finally did address it with him through the DMs on Instagram, instead of him taking accountability, he gaslit me and did what all narcissists do. Avoided the questions. I directly said, why did you come to my channel and who sent you? Because I ain't never heard of you. The fact that the night before Official King Primate and Danny Robertson did that live where they were doxing literally my birth record, just all types of dumb shit and a whole lot of bullshit. Official King Primate made it a point to state during that live that he had spoken to Stone the night before. So I didn't come at him accusatory. I asked him, I said, so he said y'all talked. Did you have something to do with this live? Because you know, I'm questioning you because you already been allowing people to keep constantly disrespecting me in your chat when no one on my channel has ever done that. I was like, I want to know, were you involved? Because everybody involved is getting sued. So it would behoove you to tell me this now than for me to get the evidence later and have to sue you. I was like, all this time I've supported you. I've never disrespected you. I've never allowed anyone on my channel to disrespect you. We have all supported you. We all subscribed. We all even paid for memberships. But it's the audacity to avoid and evade accountability and the questions and then try to flip it on me talking about I'm being negative. No, motherfucker, I'm not being fake like you. And a direct question is, were you involved? Because why did he make it a point to mention your name during his rant where he's doxing my information and defaming and slandering me? See, when people start acting funny, inconsistent, flip-floppy, I already know what's up with your ass. Again, I'm an empath, clairvoyant, psychic. You're not finna hide shit from me. And I kept peeping that. I said, he and the mods are not stopping the Danny Robertson and the Jaguar trolls. They're allowing this in the chat. When y'all have witnessed me, if anybody's, y'all remember when I was aligned with Jaguar, how many times I would have to block trolls? And I would tell them I don't tolerate any Jaguar slander because at that time, that's how much I supported her. That's the difference between when you're a real one and when you're fake and you want negative engagement for clicks and views, super chats, super stickers, and memberships. See, Stone, what you don't know is that a lot of them people that's been in your chat have been talking cash money shit about you behind your back. The very people, even some of your mods, my nigga, been talking shit about your ass behind your back. Let me ask you this too. Why the fuck have you been in so many women's DMs from my channel? Does your girlfriend know that? Does she know all the bitches that you was trying to holler and talk to? Does she know that you and Meech both gave me y'all phone numbers and I didn't call nan one of y'all? Since you want to be a messy queen, calling Riri a long-nosed bitch, my nigga. I don't know any Buddhists that talk to women like that. I do know a lot of down low men that talk to women like that. And sir, these YouTube and Instagram streets been talking about your ass allegedly being down low. And again, if you are, come out this month. It's the month to come out. Live in your truth. I'm all for you roasting people. I'm not for you disrespecting women. The way you and Meech talked to Divine during the live panel y'all invited her to changed a whole bunch of people's perspective of y'all. And people keep asking me, why does it seem like he needs Meech's validation to do his lives now? Why he don't do his lives by himself no more? Well, that's something you got to ask him. But sometimes, you know, men who have bromances only feel strong If they have someone on a lower frequency there to back them up. Like I said, I've done nothing but supported people. And anytime they fuck me over, trust me when I say it's your loss. Like straight up. I don't need you. I don't know you. I didn't come look for your ass. The fact that you got offended the first time I said that, when we were still aligned, I said, well, you know, because you sending me screenshots of people talking cash money shit in your comments about me, but you did nothing to stop it. And you also didn't defend me. You allowed it repeatedly. Again, I watch patterns of behavior. Anytime a person is allowing people, the person that claims to support you is allowing people to disrespect you, and they sitting there engaging with that shit, is because that motherfucker don't fuck with you for real. And how many times did y'all hear me tell Jaguar and everybody else, I'm loyal until you're not. Once you show me you're not loyal, I don't give no fucks. Not about you. Not about shit you didn't have to say. And I really don't think you want me to expose the DMs. Not because there was anything inappropriate, because I was never attracted to you, but because of the shit you've said about other people, sir, who you are currently kikiing with. Fake ass motherfuckers of a feather flock together. All of a sudden now you supporting Corella DeVille, Auntie Mickey DeVille, the geriatric woman with a husband that strongly supported a whole registered sex offender. But we supposed to believe that, you know, you're against pedophiles and rapists, while you have a woman on your platform you're in agreement with who's also in agreement with a registered sex offender. Make that make sense, sir, because it don't. You can't sit up here and pretend like you care about victims like me, survivors of sexual abuse, but yet you have people on your platform who fully support registered sex offenders accused of rape. That's what sexual assault and battery is. That's the difference between me and my platform and all you real rejects of YouTube. All of y'all are fake. That's why I'm not gonna fuck with none of y'all. And a lot of y'all been in y'all feelings about that. You get mad because you invite me to your platforms and I don't want to come. You're messy. You're two-faced. You're fake. And we don't vibrate on the same frequency. So why the fuck would I come to your channel and jump on your panel? That's so all of y'all. Not gonna happen. Never have been fake, never will be. Always been real. Always. Chemtrails, I got an eerie vibe about him and his boy. A simple fact, those producers are just as guilty. They have to sell their souls too. Exactly. And not only that, I decided to support Stone back initially because he presented himself as a high vibration with the whole Buddhism. Rose and Jaguar was hilarious. Very hilarious. That was the only reason why I even connected with Meech, was because during the roast, him and Stone were like, anybody that wants to be a part of the panel roast, DM us on Instagram. I didn't DM Meech with any sort of flirtatious energy at all. But he definitely tried to holler at me, asking for pictures and shit. Talking about you trying to get to know new people. Sound like y'all just want people that you can, you know, try to dominate and shit on, which that comes from that's toxic masculinity, comes from a very unhealed place within yourself. But witnessing you and me telling Divine to shut the fuck up when men are talking. I'm like, who the fuck do these niggas think they are? Y'all both old as hell. And clout chasing off of YouTube. While disrespecting women who are survivors of sexual abuse. I've never known a heterosexual man in real life that does that. I'm just being honest. I haven't. I've known a lot of down low gay men who are toxic. The forever attention getting, that's my definition of the word fag, forever attention getting motherfuckers. Competing with women. When men who are not toxic never try to compete with women because they pull in women. Because they like women. So I'm just saying, y'all giving that hated it energy is real telling. Chemtrail, I did not, because I don't go to, quite honestly, unless someone tells me that something slanderous or defamatory is being said, I don't watch the content. So no, I didn't see you in the chat defending. Did not. Cody said, not to mention Stone and Meech have publicly defended Jay-Z. Thank you for hitting the nail on the head there, sir. That's when I started backing away from him. When they did that live together and was like, yeah, she and Jaguar's up here talking about Diddy and Jay-Z. Why the fuck are y'all defending them motherfuckers? Are there skeletons in your closet that they know about Mr. Paxton and Mr. Shit? Diddy's been accused by over 200 people, not only of sexual abuse, but satanic rituals, and that's who y'all are defending? So in my opinion, neither of you are any different than Ray Fudd, aka Ray J, talking about some free Diddy shit. And it makes me look at y'all like, are y'all abusive to women? I'm so serious. Because Stone, that little Asian chick that claimed to be your wife, who you publicly said wasn't your wife and who you don't publicly claim. I remember that she kept making it a point to be seen on camera. And you would disrespect her all the time. Like I said, I guarantee you she don't know that, you and Meech gave me y'all phone numbers. You spoke to her disrespectfully. And you spoke to Divine disrespectfully. She didn't deserve that. I was like, goddamn, all she said was, let's focus on healing, and y'all both went off on her, which is a clear indication that both of y'all was on demon time and against her. Ain't no fucking way nobody believing you're a goddamn belief. Not the way your ass been acting. See, roasting Jaguar was funny, but y'all going on these rants against random women who have shared with you they are survivors of sexual abuse, still healing from PTSD. You don't think that yelling at a woman and telling her to shut the fuck up when men are talking isn't abusive? If you and me didn't see nothing wrong with that, then there's something really wrong with both of y'all. And maybe it's because y'all really don't actually like women. Because that's the frequency you're giving, is that you hate women, the way you talk to women. And y'all are talking to women the same way all of these other men who have come out of the closet do. Sicko bitty sites and titties, no nuts, Fisher King Primate, they all bash women, specifically survivors of sexual abuse, specifically melanin women. It's giving unhealed mother wound. It's giving unhealed trauma. But to think that any woman in her right mind would want to work with y'all, when you talk to women like that, Y'all both batshit crazy if you think anybody with common sense would want to work with you. That's why everybody kept telling me to send my music to them. For what? I've already seen the way you talk to people, and you're not ever finna talk to me like that, because I'll cuss you out to your face and walk smooth the fuck off with no fucks given. Still a Scorpio. You push me too far, I'm cussing your ass out and ain't gonna care. So we have to look at the behavior and the motive for why the fuck you ever came to my channel. It's given same exact situation with Jaguar. She came to my channel. I didn't go looking for her. So you came to my channel in March. I never went looking for you because I ain't never heard of your ass. That's why I didn't immediately follow you back on Instagram when you went to follow me. That's why I didn't immediately subscribe to you until I looked you up to see who you were. Because again, I have never heard of you or me. And then the whole clout chasing off the Tupac movie when Pac's family didn't even want that damn movie produced. And the movie was garbage. It's just weird. These old ass geriatric motherfuckers on YouTube acting like niggas that's in their 20s, and y'all are both ain't y'all like damn near 70, close to 70 or 60? Way too old for this shit. And all of y'all are older than me. The whole shit y'all are on is something somebody my age who's not healed would be on. So before you judge anybody else on Paxton, I'm going to need you to go have a conversation with Buddha, because I don't think Buddha would be, since that's the God you serve, I just don't see Buddhism being something that's real in your life. Because you went from focusing on Angie Stone, Justice for Angie Stone, which is the only reason I supported you. Let's be very clear. You wasn't doing the Jaguar Right Sector troll shit in March. Not on my channel. And not on yours. You stopped talking about Angie, which again is the only reason we were supporting you from jump. Because you claimed Angie Stone mentioned your name in a video. I ain't seen that video yet. But I went with it because you came off genuine. You came off just like Jaguar did, with all this loving, supportive energy. And in the minute I questioned your loyalty due to the disrespect, repeated disrespect in your chat. Now I'm looking at you sideways. Now I'm looking at you like, why the fuck did this motherfucker come to my channel? Like I told you in the DMs and the voice note, I said, because you support an industry that I've been investigating and exposing for years. So what is your real motive, sir? Why did you ever come to my channel? I never sought you out to make music with you. I supported you making beats because the beats you made were dope as fuck. But how all these other real reject, low class, no self-love having females thirsty after you, I ain't never been like that. And I just started to wonder. I said, okay, he's let people disrespect me in his chat for a couple of weeks now. I need to start peeping game. Clout chasing, clicks, views, super chats, super stickers, memberships, drama, negative content attracts viewers. When I looked up your about section, you've been on YouTube since 2008, sir. Damn near 20 years, and you only had 14,000 subscribers. You gained about 3,000 fucking with the troll farm. And a lot of them people turned on your ass too. Let me tell you something, Mr. Paxton. Now that I've been investigating you, I keep coming across multiple content creators not affiliated with Jaguar or Danny Robinson, questioning your motive as well. I ain't gonna hold you. Out of all the other content creators out here, Like, where the fuck did he come from? Who is this guy? Why is he clout chasing off of Angie's death? I mean, people been going in on your ass. And just like with Jaguar, I supported you. I tried to warn you. Other people tried to warn you about the trolls. And instead of you listening, you got in your ego. Started popping off. And you didn't just do this shit to me. You did it to other people that question you, because you forget you sent me those screenshots. See, I really could be super not giving a fuck Scorpio. And I could just do a whole live going over all of our exchange on the Instagram. But at the end of the day, sir, whatever you think you're hiding, you're not. And your motive, thank you. Thank you, Cody. That tells us everything we need to know. Absolutely. Defending Jay-Z and Diddy. Now, I can understand why y'all said what y'all said to Jaguar. You know why? Because Jaguar was at the freak-offs. Because Jaguar has talked shit about everybody. But at the end of the day, what did any of that have to do with the alleged passing of Angie Stone? Not a goddamn thing. And when I saw that you kept focusing on the negativity, I'm like, how the fuck is he a high vibrational and he's focused on this drama, acting like a whole queen? Then you allow the disrespect to come towards me when all I did was support you. See, the thing about Scorpios, we so fucking loyal that when you betray us, it's like, it's the audacity, because I didn't have to support your ass. Just like with Jaguar, I made her likable. Me analyzing the Stormisha Bussy Alize Jenkins footage to see if the shit was altered helped her immensely. Just like with Stone. I promoted your channel. I promoted your content. Never betrayed you. So why is it when I ask you questions, you become angry and defensive instead of just answering the questions? Then to say, well, I feel like you're being disrespectful. I'm being disrespectful because I'm asking you a straightforward question, sir. Were you or were you not involved in the doxing of my information? And what was your motive for coming to my channel? Very clear question. Not hard to answer. So you evading the truth told me that every part of my intuition about you is on point. And sir, you are full of shit. It is that Scorpio loyalty, because if for real, that's why like an unhealed Scorpio if I wasn't healed, sir, I would have sought revenge immediately. Like the same night. I really ain't even exposed you yet. And I don't watch your content no more. But my subscribers do, because they be looking out. They've been telling me the shit I guess you've been over there talking about me and talking about Riri. And again, I think your girlfriend that you don't claim, I think she might need to see the screenshots of the DMs, all the women you've been trying to talk to, because sir, I think you know that a lot of people are claiming that you are allegedly down low. And I'm not saying you are. That's what other people have said. And I've heard from multiple content creators that they believe you and Meech have some sort of relationship. And if y'all do, hey, live in your truth. I'm bi. Hell, ain't nothing wrong with that. But I do not tolerate people disrespecting my subscribers, male or female. You disrespected Cody for calling out Harley Quinn, Amber, one of Jaguar's biggest trolls, who's two-faced as fuck, who was in your chat. You motherfucking right, that shit pissed me off. You motherfucking right, when I sent you voice messages, I was pissed off, because nigga, how dare you? When not only me, Cody, and a bunch of my subscribers, we didn't have to join your memberships. We didn't have to support you. So it's the audacity for me. Because you don't know these motherfuckers from Jaguar's channel. You don't know who is who. We do. And all the fake motherfuckers have been in your chat. At least when I was still in your chat. I don't know how it's been since I haven't. But when I was there, they all showed up. And you allowed the drama. And then you listened to trolls. You listened to people that betrayed me. You listened to people I don't fuck with. So guess what? Whatever happens to you, all them people I tried to warn you about, whatever the fuck they end up getting you caught up in, you brought it on yourself. Because again, I never betrayed you, but you for damn sure betrayed me. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I have the screenshots that she sent me. Yeah, he called Riri a long-nosed bitch. And from what I've heard about his most recent live, she told me he was going in on me and her and talking about Riri is influencing me. Riri don't even have the power to do that. None of my subscribers do. None of them knew I was even going to speak on this. I chose to. One, because I know your stupid ass is watching, so is Meech and the rest of your little troll farm. And Jaguar and Old Musty. The real problem is all of you are mad that I don't want to fuck with y'all. The real issue with Jaguar and Old Musty is that they wish I would. I'm good. Because y'all are two-faced as fuck. And the way they just came out of nowhere, Dragon Jag is like, who sent them? Exactly. Because like I said, I peeped it. I said, okay, the roast was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Miss Chokes on dicks, because I roasted her ass too when Stone talked about her and her staggering ass titties. That shit was fucking hilarious. But when it went into almost an obsession of the constant focus, I said, oh, he's trolling and he's clout chasing. Which the irony is he kept looking down on content creators saying, and I don't do what you guys do. I'm not a content creator. I get paid to make music. Well, then why the fuck is there more content about Jaguar on your channel? Because it allows you to get engagement. That's why. It allowed you to gain subscribers. It allowed you to enable membership and get paid. And since you and King World basically admitted to allegedly being hackers, y'all was sitting up there tracking Jaguar on a GPS while on live, which is illegal and crazy. And that's what I was like, this is giving agent energy. Secret agent, man. That's what it's giving. Because again, who the fuck sent y'all to YouTube? Anybody never heard of y'all? And again, I went through your channel. You never was on YouTube with me trolling females. Until you saw the negativity that came with it. I was like, damn, I be in your chat supporting your lives, and here come all the trolls talking shit about bullshit. And that chat engagement increases revenue. I'm part of the partnership program. I know how it goes. But was it really worth it? Because unfortunately, for those who don't believe in my spiritual protection, so many of y'all have already fucked around and found out. And some of y'all are about to. I never have to do anything. I only have to give you over to my ancestors. They will take care of everything. Because turning your back on me was the worst thing you could have ever did. It was, King Payne chat. No, I definitely don't watch his bullshit. Ever since that live he did, that I did report, and that I also reported to the FBI Cybercrimes Division as well as attorneys. I never watched his channel before. Quite honestly, never did. So nah, I wouldn't even know that he was in that chat. Ever since I seen Meech disrespect Divine on that one live, and how Stone didn't check him. Oh no, he not only didn't check him, he participated. Like I said, it seems like Meech is the asshole. Like he said before, well, you know, Meech is the yin to my yang. That's something that dudes say about a female, not another nigga. And why do you need Meech's asshole energy for you to feel tough? That means your whole self-worth and validation comes from a nigga that's not healed. The very first time Meech came on the panel, I felt his grief. Physically, felt it. Sent him prayers. That's why he, you know, in the DM, he was like, thank you for the prayers or whatever. You seem like a good chick. Well, I am. But I'm a good chick going through a transition due to my health. You know, it's crazy how certain Black men are so comfortable speaking in abusive ways to other Black women. And then there's other Black men who hold us in honor and high regard. It's all comes from a place of where are you in your healing journey. But yeah, the way Meech and Stone talked to her was not cool at all. And I think because I did address that, I just thought about that. It was shortly after that the troll shit activity increased, and he just sat there and allowed it. Because he was watching the chat, because he was responding to the chat. It's not like you didn't see the shit, my nigga. You saw it. You just didn't care. And when I found out that you and your mods were friends with Danny Robertson, I said, oh, then that makes all the sense in the world. Because, you know, real rejects of a feather flock together. I don't even believe you have beef with Jaguar. Let me address this too. I don't believe Stone or Meech have beef with Jaguar. I believe that she incentivizes people to create drama for clicks and views. Let's think about how her and old Musty kept trolling his chat every time they saw me in the chat. Then old Musty brought his dumb ass to my last live, trying to carry the same lame bullshit that is stupid and petty, especially for a motherfucker that looks just like Craig Robinson. So, you know, it just, like I said, I'm going to laugh about it in the roast, but I'm letting people know, because certain people have had opinions about what I said about Stone. Well, you don't even know the half of the conversations him and I had on Instagram. And anybody who can support a platform where you yourself as a DzPeepz witness Danny Robertson and Jaguar Wrights Troll Farm and the Real Rejects of YouTube and the Real Garbage Pail Clan members, if y'all were on my channel first and you sat there and witnessed that shit and you still supporting this nigga, you are out too, period. And like I said before, please get the fuck off my channel. I don't do fake. Go support who the fuck you want to support, but don't bring your ass back to my chat being fake. I'm gonna call you out. That's something I don't believe in, fake energy. I don't even want it on my platform. Because it's just crazy. You'll be in my chat, Mandy, I hate how, you know, he allowed them to disrespect you, but then the same day you over there telling this nigga you love him and you don't even know this bitch. And I'm now calling him that because he act like one. Like a bitch ass nigga. I don't deal with disloyalty. So if you want to support platforms where you've witnessed cyberbullying, gang stalking, defamation, and slander, you just need to stay over there. Don't come back. Because I'm going to put your ass on blast and I'm going to boot you from my channel. Yeah, he said, I've been stopped fucking with his channel. And then when I heard you stop fucking with him, unsubscribe. Exactly. Like, I'm not gonna support a platform where you talk to women like that and then you disrespect me too. Because again, you could say it wasn't you disrespecting me. It's your platform. You manage that shit. You witnessed it. You did nothing about it. So in my opinion, if that's just like somebody telling me they my friend, then you go to dinner with a motherfucker you know I don't like. Y'all sit there and talk shit about me, or that person sits there and talk shit about me with a third party, and you just sit there and witness the shit and don't never defend me or even try to stop it. That's exactly how I felt. And I'm like, it's the audacity, because fuck, all I did was support you. That's why when everybody keep trying to get me to go collaborate other content, for what? The majority of y'all are full of shit. The vast majority, especially the ones from the Jaguar rights sector, all of y'all are full of shit. Every last one of y'all. Ain't none of y'all real. Ain't none of y'all authentic. So why the fuck would I want to come to your platform for? For what? I'm not fake like y'all. Not gonna happen. Neptune said, I know you don't approve of it, but I low-key want to go onto their live and talk shit because I don't appreciate them disrespecting women like that. Don't do it because that's what they want. That way they could say, see, her subscribers over here trolling. No, we don't give energy to that bullshit. Because me addressing it, trust me when I say, you're going to probably hear him do another live talking shit. Nigga, talk shit to my face. Stop acting like a whole ass bitch stone. I didn't block you on Instagram. I haven't blocked you nowhere. You want to talk to me? Reach out. But talking about me, sir, ain't about to end well for you. I can tell you that. What happened with the Angie Stone investigation? Thank you. This nigga he just literally stopped talking about Angie for damn near over a month. It wasn't until I called him out on my platform that all of a sudden I seen the live title about the Angie Stone autopsy and him making it members only, because I was still a member on this channel at that time, even though I had unsubscribed because I forgotten to cancel my membership. And I'm like, not this motherfucker charging for her autopsy report. I paid for the autopsy report, even with what I'm going through. I didn't charge y'all for that. I showed it to you all. I didn't go to nobody else's platform and steal it. I contacted the Alabama Department of Forensic Sciences and requested her autopsy report back in March. Because again, I've been investigating this before that nigga came into my chat. In fact, they pronounced her dead March 1st. I did the very first live, March the 2nd. And if I'm not mistaken, that may have been the live where he joined in the chat. So, again, it's interesting. Jaguar kept obsessively watching my channel and regurgitating everything that I, put on my channel about my investigation, even down to me analyzing the positioning of the alleged Sprinter van that definitely looked like it came from a junkyard. Like I said, there's more content on my channel about Angie Stone than on his. I'm just going to keep it a stack. And you claim to be so close to her. Why the fuck I got more lives investigating her than you do? Yeah, here's the first one. This was on... Okay, I really don't care. Get off my screen. Yeah. This was on March the 2nd. There was nobody else on YouTube covering this, let alone comparing it to the Satanic Ritual Calendar. I've been the one and only content creator on YouTube exposing Satanism and witchcraft in the industry. And he made it a point to DM me to tell me if I make a title with his name in it, to make sure it's not included with any titles where I am mentioning Clive Davis. See, a lot of shit you said in the DMs, if these people knew what the fuck your ass said, they would be looking at your ass just as suspect as I am. Because I kept wondering, why does that matter if you don't work for Clive? Well, guess who does work for Clive? Guess who was put on by Clive? The man he claims to be his big brother, Sal Benford. Yep. A baby boomer, I don't know. Nah, Meech is older than me. I don't know what generation, but I know both of them niggas is older than me. Yep. Thank you, Cody. And he threatened to kick me out of the live because I called one of his groupies a thirst troll. That shows his true colors. He thinks he's God gift to women and a womanizer. I ain't gonna hold you. This is my opinion. Y'all do know that there are down low men that project that image to make people think, like when he said he surrounds himself with women, a lot of gay men do that shit. That doesn't mean you're some sort of, I'm just saying. Energy doesn't lie, people do. Exactly. Thank you, Kim Trails. He was boosted in the algorithm extremely fast, so that's why he allowed that shit. RJ, good to see you. Yep. Jag may have been to a couple of freak-offs back in her young day, but not to walk people out like she said. Exactly. And when she said on Piers Morgan that she performed as a dominatrix at the freak-offs, well, a dominatrix performs very sadistic acts. Not all of them are sexual. Some of those are just pain infliction. And they have truly no boundaries. So when this other case came forward that mentions her and Drewski and Odell Beckham and all these other people, I'm not going to hold y'all. What was in that case that the witnesses are alleging, I could definitely see Jaguar doing that shit. Especially after the video with all the voicemails to Goomba and threatening Nikki and her kids with being raped and killed. I could see her doing that shit. Not saying she did them, but I'm saying I wouldn't put it past her. So it's just wild to me. Awesome. Thank you, RJ. Yep. They are all probably still protecting the silverback. Exactly. Yep. And that's my thing, because just like with the whole Danny Robertson thing, when I was still aligned with Jaguar, I would ask her when we would talk on the phone, why do you keep watching this person? Like, y'all know, once I stop fucking with a person, I'm not going to watch your content no more. Not unless it's some shit where I need evidence to sue you. I was like, why do you watch these people's channels if you know that they don't like you? Like, it's almost like like she fed off of their drama. And I kept wondering, like, are these motherfuckers friends? Is this all staged just so they can all collect money? How do we know these niggas ain't planning this shit and splitting their AdSense deposits? You don't. Because it's just not normal behavior to constantly watch and troll channels of people that you know don't like you. That's not normal. But for a person who's suffering from psychosis, who's lost touch with reality, and lives under delusions and paranoia, that would be normal. Just saying. Oh no. Yeah. To come for her looks. I'm like, we haven't done that on my channel. Not about him at all. Jaguar came for his looks. A lot of other people came for his looks. We've never done that. So why Riri? And I really want to know, what all did y'all discuss? Because see, this is giving Murph and Nick Mountain Goat production energy. When they kept emailing my subscribers behind my back and having conversations. And she did the same thing. Avoiding the questions, deflecting, projecting, while all telling me, but I love and support you, D. No, the fuck you don't. Not when you sit up here having conversations about me behind my back with my own subscribers. And I won't even call them subscribers. They were trolls pretending to be subscribers. There's a lot of that. Been a lot of people from Jaguar's channel subscribing lately. A whole lot. And it's all people who I have blocked. So I don't know why you subscribed. Your comments still aren't going to show up because you're blocked. I have never sent any of my DzPeepz to anyone's channel telling them to go watch content or such. Y'all be taking it upon y'allselves to do that shit. And hey, sometimes, you know, if y'all send me information, if it, like I said, if it's slanderous or defamatory, I'll go look at it. But most of the times I don't go look at that shit for what? One, I'm not finna give their channels clicks so that they can make money off of my view. That's number one. Number two, I don't really give a fuck what they think. Because here's the thing, if you're not man enough to come tell me to my face how you feel, then as far as I'm concerned, you a bitch. Gossiping like a bitch. Hell, that song by Kendrick Lamar. Niggas like to gossip like bitches. Got me thinking you don't like bitches. If you gossip like a bitch, ain't nobody believing you like women. Period. Ain't nobody believe in that shit but the dumbass. Not sure who this is, but thank you for tuning in. Oh, April. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. So yeah, I appreciate y'all for real. I know y'all be wanting to defend me, but it's okay. I did Neptune Pisces. I'm trying to think which live was it. I did a couple of weeks ago. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, it's here. Let me get the date on this one. Okay, can y'all please stop asking me that? That's annoying. This one was on June 5th. So yeah, if you go to this one titled Diddy and Ray J Lovers, Anti-Stone Autopsy Report, UMG sued. Again, I don't even have super chats, super stickers, or memberships enabled on my channel. That's why I always post my Cash App or Venmo for people that want to donate to the channel. Like, why the fuck would I make you pay for a membership to look at her autopsy report when I've been investigating her alleged death since the day after she was announced dead? I'm not gonna charge people for that. Motherfuckers want to lie and call me a scammer, but I do the most non-scamming shit on YouTube. more than the very people lying and calling me a damn scammer. That's crazy. Definitely the same behavior. All true trolls have a pattern of behavior time and time again. Absolutely. They love bomb. They go watch the ops. They run the bone back to me or send me 5011 links like Serene used to do. Constantly sending me links for Tickle Bitty A2 Titties and No Nuts and Official King Primate. And I'm like, why do you keep sending me? I don't fuck with these channels. I don't watch their content. Why are you sending me this? Seems like you're trying to stir up drama. I told her that months ago. So again, it's the same pattern of, oh, D, I love you, I love you, I love you. But then you're over in other chats talking shit. That's fake as fuck. So far as I'm concerned, keep your ass over there. Don't come back and tell me shit, because if you'll bring a bone, you definitely will take one. And if you're inconsistent and your behavior starts to reflect that, I'm going to start questioning everything about you. It's one thing to tell me, hey, so-and-so is saying something that can be considered defamatory or slanderous. It's another thing to obsessively send me links to channels. And she also sent some to Danny Robertson. She kept doing that shit all the time. And not just her, several people that claimed to be subscribers were doing that shit. When I had put my email out for the spiritual psychic readings I was doing, I was constantly getting emails. I remember when Bridget sent, my God, it was like 40 fucking emails about Danny Robertson when I was still aligned with Jaguar, allegedly talking about me and talking about her. I don't care. And my question always is, why do y'all go watch these people if you know I don't fuck with them? Because it's making me look at you sideways like, why the fuck are you even watching them? But I think it's because loyalty is something most people don't understand. Scorpios were very loyal until you're not. Betray us, trust me when I say we're not going to give no fucks about you in a heartbeat. Can love you and love you and love you and support you. Betray us, you are dead to us. And so is our loyalty to you. That's why I say people doing this shit, you fucked yourself. Not me. You fucked yourself. And if you think that what you are experiencing and going through in life right now is bad, trust me, it's about to get worse. Okay. Chemtrails, I'm not sure what part of alleged you're referring to. Let me see who this other person is. Because your Rumble platform is a bit different in terms of the chat. Yeah, I don't know. Who is this person? Oh, that's on Twitch. Okay, never mind. That's not on Rumble. Okay, I'll have to I'm gonna have to just check on Twitch to see how to block. But I'm so serious, like, because I haven't really spoken on this, and I've had multiple people reach out to me like, hey, what happened with you and Stone? Stone betrayed me just like Jaguar did. I mean, it's verbatim the same pattern. Thank you, thank you, D. Appreciate you, OD. I know you're not like that. Can't none of these people persuade me that, you're a bad person, you're loyal, you're honorable. And then you sit there and gaslight and lie, and then want to tell people I'm a crazy conspiracy theorist because I question what were your motives for coming to my channel. See, I learned a lot from the experience with Jaguar. I question people even more than normal. Because if I ain't never heard of you and all of a sudden you coming out of nowhere, you're not a person who's been consistently supporting my channel, from the beginning or even just from the beginning of me going live, my first thought is, who are you and who sent you? When he said he was close with Angie Stone, I was like, somebody sent this man to my channel. Because again, how are all these alleged celebrities finding my channel when I'm not a part of the industry? It's because celebrities are talking about this calendar. Because a lot of things on this calendar is exposing the shit that's been going on behind closed doors. The reason I say alleged death is because I haven't received a police report to confirm it. And also because on the autopsy report, for all of y'all that haven't seen that live, go watch it. The one I just brought up on the screen. In that autopsy report, it said she had a history of being pinned under a vehicle during a collision. It didn't say accident on March the 1st caused death. Under her medical history, it said history of collision vehicle being pinned by a vehicle. Not to mention all the different stories that have circulated about, some people said, you know, her body was abducted. Some people said she was allegedly killed before the accident. Some people said that the feds showed up, and when they came to get her stuff, they allegedly, there's all these different stories. But there's nothing in concrete like said police report. That should be available by now since the autopsy is. Because if the autopsy is available, then that means that the investigation should be over. So what were the findings of the investigation? Where is Lethal Carter? Has he been arrested? Has the man from Skidmark, Texas been arrested? What about the passengers that all signed NDAs? If it's a criminal investigation, their NDAs would become null and void. Why haven't we heard anything about the police report? There's a reason for that. No problem, fam. Get some rest. Like I said, there's just a few things I wanted to address because I keep hearing so much from so many different people. And above all, I don't ever want any of y'all to think that I'm okay with any other content creator disrespecting you, because I'm absolutely not. It's just that I've been dealing with real life. And when I'm overwhelmed with what I'm going through, growing through, I don't want to think about all that extra bullshit. But at some point, shit needs to get there, because you're not finna disrespect me and my subscribers when I've never done that to you on your platform ever. I've addressed your mods that seem to have an issue. And again, we all grown. If motherfuckers got an issue, reach out. But being passive aggressive and allowing disrespect, and then you sitting up here talking shit, again, bashing women it just ain't a good look for any man who claims that they want to get justice for Angie Stone, and you want to get justice for victims who are survivors, but yet you berate, belittle, disrespect, and speak in abusive ways to survivors of sexual abuse. It just don't work like that. Now, to all the YouTube viewers, I'm about to end the stream. Y'all got to come over here to Rumble so you can watch the watch party. And I want to edit. So yeah, I'm going to drop the link one last time in the YouTube chat, because we are about to finish watching the rest of the PIZZAGATE documentary. Hold on. There it is. Okay, so y'all click on that link. Those of y'all who have not signed up on Rumble, it's free. Just sign up, click follow, click subscribe. That way you can join in the actual watch party. Like I said, I'll be doing a roast this week. It's going to be hilarious. One thing I believe in doing is addressing shit, but also laughing at it. All right, so give me a second to end the stream to YouTube.